Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the special live stream dedicated to WandaVision. WandaVision. Going to send this link out on Twitter. Make sure people are aware that we're live streaming right now. We're talking about WandaVision and all that. And then we'll get started in jumping into this and just talking about spoilers, theories, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, give me one quick second. Let me find the link. Here we go. I'll share this out so people can see that we are live. We're good to go. How's everybody doing today? Is everybody doing good? We are live. Boom. Tweet. Okay. It was Wanda all along. Well, yeah. Agatha, was doing some stuff behind the scenes, but it was really Wanda. It really was. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to unpack about this show in general, just because it's a lot. When the show first started, it really wasn't like crazy in terms of like, holy shit, big moments, but they revealed Sword at the end of the first episode in terms of a logo. And then you come to find out that actually it's more than just Sword and everything. They have a way to bring Jimmy in the mix, Darcy, Monica Rambeau, of course, aged up in this series, and we have Hayward, of course, who's running Sword, and there's a lot of layers to that character, because he seems like he's a nice guy to Monica when she first shows up after she gets snapped back in reality after the 5 years, and then it really dives into more of, he sends her off to this mission. I don't think he's fully aware of what it is. Actually, maybe he is. I'm not sure. Because episode 8 really answered a lot of questions and gave us more of like, what is this? Like, what does this mean in terms of being told? Because like the people that were actually in the room when all this happened with Wanda going down to see Vision, like, why are they not speaking up and saying, hey, this actually didn't happen this way. It was actually this. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. To anybody asking questions not about WandaVision, I'm not talking about anything else out of WandaVision today. So apologies for that, because I love this show to death, and it seems a lot of you guys do too, based on how much response those videos get, those reactions. So I wanted to talk specifically about WandaVision today, just because there's a lot to unpack here. Good question from Martin. Thank you so much, Martin, for the question here. Who do you think will be the Luke Skywalker level cameo? Look, is Doctor Strange on the level of Luke Skywalker? I don't think so, but that may be the cameo. Could be Tony Stark in some way? Robert Downey Jr.? I don't think so. I don't know. The final episode is rumored to be about 2 hours long. Do you believe it? I don't actually believe this, because they've already said that apparently it's 50 minutes, 50, not 15, 50 minutes, and that includes credits. So I don't think it is that long. I think Ultron. See, the cameo might be Ultron, because think about it. He was one of the few villains they faced in the MCU in terms of Avengers level threat. It's James Spader, and Ultron. Look, they didn't handle Ultron the best in Age of Ultron, but that's a pretty big moment. So Paul Bettany, you mean Bettany, but it's okay, Panther. It's not that strange, so we'll see. We know that Magneto is Wanda's dad, but I don't think it feels like they're not doing that. They're going that route. It seems like what they're doing with Scarlet Witch is that she's not a mutant. She's a witch. She's not a mutant. So Magneto might still be her dad, but it's not because of her dad being a mutant. It's because and we saw her dad. That wasn't Magneto. It could be. I don't think it was. I don't know. Let's see. Is Mephisto showing up? I don't think he will. I don't think so. And just to throw this out there, guys, obviously it's up to you guys if you want to, obviously, because I can't tell you what to do. But obviously I'm not answering all your questions, just because there's a lot of people sending in stuff, and I want to make sure I give people equal time. If you want to make sure your question is answered, super chat if you can. If not, it's okay. Eventually I might get to your question, but understandable that I'm assuming more people might show up. Who knows? But if you want to make sure your question is answered or comment read, super chat would be the best way to go about it. Yeah, I did taxes yesterday. Not happy about that, by the way, because doing YouTube and Patreon, It's good in terms of income, in terms of more money, but at the same time, I have to pay back the fucking government, which sucks. Yes. But anyways, outside of it, Thanos. Martin, you make a good point. What if it is Thanos? I don't think. I mean, it is Thanos who killed. But would Agatha bring forth a manifestation of a fake Thanos? Possibly, because I mean, maybe Agatha could read her mind. Because Wanda tried to read Agatha's mind, and that didn't happen. So I'm not really sure. White Ultron is actually Ultron. White Vision, not White Ultron. White Vision is Ultron. Yes, that is a good theory. I think that. See, I recorded a theory video. I'm actually currently editing it right now, and it's taking some time just because it's a long video, and I didn't record a video with it. I recorded only the audio, and I'm trying to add footage and pictures and stuff into the mix. But I gave 5 theories, and one of them I talked about was White Vision, but not so much White Vision as Ultron, but that is a good theory. Should have thought about that. It's okay. Watch out for finale photos, because I've heard they're going around. Okay, well, you always got to be careful. You always got to be careful about that. Paul Bettany said it's an actor he wants to work with forever. Might take either. Well, see, people are theorizing that what he means by is himself, because he's never worked. I don't think he's ever worked with himself before in terms of he's playing another character while playing another character. So it could be a troll that he's working with himself. I don't know. Let's see. Do you think any unusual Avenger will have a cameo? An unusual? Well, I don't know. Because see, I would think Doctor Strange is most likely because it directly ties into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in terms of what happens here. It all depends, because I have a theory in my video I'm going to upload within the next day or so, at least, of my theories on WandaVision. And the thing is one of the theories I have is that I think the Hex is going to explode. I think Wanda and Agatha are going to fight, and it's going to cause the Hex to explode and cause a ripple effect throughout the Earth, and that may bring forth Doctor Strange. Thank you, Daves, for a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Do you think White Vision will be evil? Yes, I do think he'll be under control of Sword. I also think he's actually going to break. I don't think he's going to be able to be really controlled, because think about it too. They've been dismantling and trying to put him together for so long, or so many times. They finally found a way because of the drone that she had attacked. Well, what if, I mean, this is not a bulletproof, thing where White Vision is going to automatically just follow and just work with Sword in terms of being under control. I think he's going to break out of that control. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I hope Wanda does something that will change White Vision to normal Vision. Well, maybe White Vision actually has to die. I don't know what the answer is, because there's some people theorizing they're going to put the essence of the Vision she created in the Hex within the White Vision body, and that's going to bring Vision back. That would be interesting, but I don't think that's going to be an interesting story point, because why is WandaVision so good? There's multiple answers, but why is WandaVision so good? Because Wanda is a very, very broken character who created a reality because of the death of Vision. The show works because of how hurt and broken she is. So for her to find a way to fix the thing will then not make her an interesting character in a sense of that anymore, because then she can just magically fix anything. There should be some stipulations, and I think one of them is Vision has to stay dead. So this show is going to end on a bad note. I could be completely wrong and they bring Vision back, but I feel like that would just kind of hurt the show, because we've been sitting here understanding that Vision's dead. We thought for the longest time that this Vision we're seeing in the Hex is actually the real Vision that she brought back, and it turns out that's not the case at all. Not the case at all. Oh my gosh. They made a mistake with Malcolm in the Middle DVD and Dick Van Dyke Show episode order. Wait, what do you mean by that? The tie into Doctor Strange will be who or what is powering Agatha Harkness's dark magic in the working theory right now. That is, okay, that's a good tie-in. I think that would be really cool, because that would basically add to the theory that it's not just Agatha running the show here, or basically scheming behind the scenes. People are always staring. Who's the bunny? Who's the bunny she's holding? Is that her husband, Ralph, or whatever the hell? I don't know. I think it's confusing. I think it is confusing. I find it weird that they dropped the title a week before the event. They dropped the title? What's the title? Did they drop the title? What's the title? Is it a spoiler? If it's a spoiler, don't tell me. Do you think Wanda will find some happiness? That's debatable. I mean, she found happiness with this reality that she's created with the Hex and making this all for nothing. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be on the level of what she would need to help bring her back from this. Okay. Favorite WandaVision intro? Probably. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at them again, but they're all pretty good. Oh, for Spider-Man. Point there. Maybe the bunny's Doctor Strange. You see, someone has been running around with this theory that the bunny is Doctor Strange. If they do that, what the fuck? That means he ate a bird. That means Doctor Strange bunny ate a bird. Do you think Vision's last appearance in the MCU will be the finale? Yes. I could be gone for good after that. I feel bad for Paul Bettany because he's a great actor. I love him as Vision, but I don't see him continuing unless it's like a dream or some sort of flashback. Other than that, I don't think we'll ever see him again. I could be wrong. Is it true that the fake Pietro is just a guy, or is there no? There's no hope. Like it's laid out very clear. And someone had brought this up. Why didn't you bring this up in your review of the episode about fake Pietro and what Agatha said? Well, it's very clear, and she says it very directly within the episode. And I just said, oh well, no, there's no more really to talk about it. She just manifested him out of nothing, and they just happened just to cast the guy, and they did that on purpose to kind of get people talking. But it's nothing. It's nothing. So I'm trying to get to all your questions, guys. I'm very sorry. Like I said, once again, if you want to make sure you get your question or comment read, super chat will be the best way about it, because there's a lot of things passing through here, and I'm very sorry I'm missing it, guys. I'm sorry. But if you want to make sure it's seen, 100% you will be seen. Super chat will be the best way to go about that. Not trying to push, you guys to donate money. I'm just being honest here, because there's a lot of people commenting stuff here, so it's kind of hard to keep up. If Nightmare is really going to be the villain of Mom, Multiverse of Madness, then Nightmare would be most likely to appear than Mephisto. Okay. I mean, look, Nightmare might show up. That would be really cool if they did that. They have to find a way to directly tie in. If it's not Doctor Strange showing up at the end, then it's got to be something tying into Doctor Strange. If it's not Doctor Strange himself. Spirit will be the voice of White Vision. Okay, let's see what happens. I will love this if they do this. Let's see. People are saying the rabbit is Agatha's familiar as opposed to the cat she has in the comics. Okay, that actually is... When I hear the word familiar, I think of Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Yeah. The finale plus Spider-Man 3 plus Star Wars trilogy, so that maybe they would drop the Spider-Man trailer after the finale. Yeah, because, if there's any spoilers from WandaVision and Spider-Man, No Way Home, they're going to have to wait till after the finale to then drop the trailer. That would make the most sense. Good observation, sir. We know they're all tied in just based off of the Disney Investors Day thing where Kevin Feige was going through saying, well, as we know, WandaVision ties into Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness and our upcoming Spider-Man 3 back then when it had no title. Well, there we go. He had powers because she allowed him to have powers. It's not because he had powers because he had powers. It's because Agatha allowed him to have powers to make it seem like he's actually Quicksilver. Is this a one-off? Oh, good question, Arkham Gaming. Is this a one-off show? Or do you think they can do more and do a season 2? No, I think this is setting up a Scarlet Witch show, like a spinoff in a sense, but it's just a Scarlet Witch show in general. Has nothing to do. And who knows? Maybe Agatha Harkness is still around. Whoa. Explain there. What happened? What happened there? Anyways, I think we're good. Are we still good, everybody? We're still good, I think. I don't know what happened there. But what I was thinking is that I think this might spin off into a Scarlet Witch individual show, and maybe Agatha Harkness is still around. She's not gone, maybe. Well, Wanda, kid cease to exist once the hex is taken down. I don't know. I've been thinking about this too. I don't know because I mean, if they're around, okay, we're still good. Awesome, thank you guys. I think if they're still around, we are definitely setting up Young Avengers. It's coming. Holy shit, Bobby! Whoa, Bobby! Thank you so much, Bobby, for the super chat. Oh my gosh, thank you, sir, so much. Thank you. This show is heavily leaning on West Coast Avengers run. Mephisto's soul was broken, including the 2 kids being a part of his soul. Agatha wants Wanda's powers to bring him to our realm. That run also had White Vision. I like what you're thinking, sir. Once again, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I think this actually might be a thing. I think if it, because everyone's saying it's Nightmare or Mephisto. It was theorized that Agnes is Agatha, but who is the other person that maybe is running things behind Agatha? Mephisto, or is it Nightmare? Maybe it's both. I doubt it, but you get my point. Who knows? But I think you might be, because I mean, like, she took the kids, she has them captured. Wanda has chaos magic. She's a Scarlet Witch. It's basically some sort of basically, what is it called? Whatchamacallit? Basically like a mantle, if you will, like the Avatar, like Avatar: Last Airbender, just like the Avatar. So who knows? But maybe it's Mephisto. I think there's a 50-50 chance of Mephisto or Nightmare. And whoever it is will directly tie into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Maybe Agatha will carry over too. Because I feel like with them heavily talking about how the movies and the TV shows are going to intertwine together, that tells me that, prophecy. Point. This might tie in. Prophecy. This might be a prophecy. Maybe. But I think that this will all interconnect deeply, as it was said by the Real T, or Mr. Real T. Because it's WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse Madness is all intertwined. So I feel like this. But yes, I think Wanda is the prophecy. She saw herself. Because I look back at that image of her seeing within the stone. Man, it keeps doing that. It keeps like flickering. I don't know what's going on there. But when she's looking through the Mind Stone and she sees someone floating, it's clearly her. It's clearly Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch. I don't think we'll see Magneto or actual Quicksilver. No. I think we would have already seen, actually, I mean, if they were going to bring Aaron Taylor-Johnson back, I think they would have already done it. I think. Could be wrong. The finale, usually finales are crazy. Pretty sure it's Billy McGuire. Okay, Panther's got a good point here too. I just realized we could have Mordo, Nightmare, Agatha, and Mephisto Multiverse of Madness. It would be crazy. Why not? Wanda will unlock her full potential in Doctor Strange. That may be true. Because it maybe started in the finale, but I think it will. Yes. Loki will have ties into Multiverse of Madness. I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, he's a multiverse Loki. He's not even the real Loki. I mean, he's a Loki, but he's not the Loki we were following after the events of Avengers. This is a guy that completely bypassed all of those stuff that Loki went through after the first Avengers film. So technically, yes. I mean, it would, because he is a different Loki. Yes, I do believe so. We'll see. So could we see War Machine versus Evil War Machine in Multiverse of Madness? I mean, anything's possible. I mean, there's a lot of theories and stuff about who we're going to see in Multiverse of Madness, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I agree. Chainsaw. I agree with Chainsaw, but episode 9 is going to be damn intense. I hope it will be. It's got to deliver something special, you know what I'm saying? Because we have been on this journey for 8 weeks, and it has been an insane ride. I mean, the first 2 episodes, yes, they are slow at times, but you have to wait. Because imagine if they would have got to all this stuff immediately, it would not have been as interesting and as intriguing, because you saw certain things happening within the first 2 episodes, and then we went back within later on in the show, a little bit later, to see the other perspective of it all. how Monica showed up. Why was there a colored helicopter? Why was there that why was that radio going off saying Wanda, Wanda, Wanda? So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, this is something I was thinking of too. I think you're talking about the Christmas Carol thing that happened in episode 8 where they were taking along the journey of seeing different things. I thought we were going to see Ultron. When she started taking Wanda through her life, basically trying to find how she created the Hex, because she wants to know that ability, that power, well, I thought Ultron was going to show up. It's been theorized for the longest time Ultron was going to be in this show. I thought this was going to be the time. We were going to see Ultron in some sort of scene that we didn't see in Age of Ultron, and we see Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, and we see Ultron, James Spader, Ultron, in a scene we've never seen before, and Agatha and Wanda witness it, and they talk about it. Because think about it. We've never seen the explosion and the killing of her parents. We never saw it before. We heard about it, never saw it. Then we saw a scene in the Avengers Academy or whatever, that building that they were in, the Avengers compound or whatever. We saw a scene we've never seen before between Vision and Wanda. I thought we were going to see something like that with Ultron. Maybe they thought about it. Maybe Ultron's but then again, that theory that people are talking about, if Ultron is the voice of White Vision, because Ultron was trying to build Vision to be the ultimate, I think the ultimate himself, or the best thing he could create, essentially. So what if it is the voice of Ultron? I don't know. Yeah, see, I believe the White Vision will be the voice of Ultron. What if the finale of Wanda must destroy the Vision? Yes, I think that will happen. I actually theorized it. Either he's going to, White Vision's going to break away from Sword's control, sacrifice himself, or will have to be killed by Wanda. Personally, I don't want Ultron to come back. The Age of Ultron is the weakest movie. I understand they should have handled Ultron better. And Billy the Kid wants Ultron back. Favorite villain. What if they combined Ultron and White Vision together? Interesting. I don't know what that would mean, though. If Ultron is in the finale, then that would be one of my favorite MCU moments. He should have died, honestly. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Ultron was truly ever gone. I don't think Ultron's truly ever gone. I mean, I'm up now on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Ultron in that show, he didn't go away. He's still around. Holy crap, that was a great reveal in the Vision episode. So, okay, here's a point. Because, see, a lot of people are theorizing about this. Do you think Wanda will turn evil in the finale? No. Maybe. I don't think she will, though. I don't think they would do that to the character. I could be wrong, though, but I don't think they will. I'll have to wait and see. But I mean, if she turns to being a villain, then she's gonna be the villain of Doctor Strange 2? Maybe. And thank you guys so much for supporting and checking out. And once again, I do want to thank. Where's his comment? I want to thank him again for it because it really means a lot. Thank you, Bobby, once again for this $20 super chat, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'm trying to do more content for the channel for you guys. So I'm gonna try my best to get more content for you. And just seeing Bobby here and others who have super chatted in, it means a lot. Because, I put time into this, and to see you guys supporting me that way means a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. Can I have a pet bat? I don't think so. I don't think I would have believed this if maybe we would have gotten, if certain things would not have unfolded in WandaVision. I was thinking Magneto, Professor X, somebody. But I don't think so at this point. I feel like we're not going to see Magneto. We saw her father. I don't think he's Magneto. He's dead. So whoever Magneto is going to end up being in the MCU is not going to be related to Wanda. Or maybe he actually is the real father. And they do that spin. Or the man she thought was her dad wasn't actually her dad. I don't know. Maybe. But I mean, it seems they're going the route of where she is literally a witch. She's not a mutant. At least they're not saying she's a mutant yet. Maybe at the time of them writing the show, they weren't writing in mutant stuff yet because of the fact that maybe the Fox deal had not gone through yet when they were writing the episodes. I'm not really sure, but regardless, they're pushing for that witch angle, and the mantle of the Scarlet Witch, basically, it seems. Do you think White Vision and Red Vision will combine together? I actually was talking about that a little bit earlier in the stream. That has been talked about quite a bit. I don't know if they're going to do that, because that would just undermine his death. His death was so impactful. He died once because he asked Wanda to kill him. So she did. And then Thanos reversed time and then killed him again to get the stone. If you were to undermine that insane moment in Infinity War and bring him back, that would completely ruin that moment to anybody watching the films or who have already seen them. Because Infinity War was an intense film that ended with half of everything being erased. One of the few things that was not erased because he was murdered was Vision. He died twice. Once by sacrifice because he asked Wanda to destroy the stone, which means ending his life. And then Thanos reversed time and killed him for the stone to snap his finger, to snap the gauntlet. So, you bring Vision back after that moment, that would completely undermine it. It would undermine it. It would completely ruin that intense, emotional, impactful moment in the MCU. Because there's times when the MCU does something and then they undermine it and change it, and it kind of changes how you perceive that whole sequence of events or those characters. In this instance, they've really delved into that moment where Vision died and the reason why WandaVision exists because of the events of Infinity War. She gets erased for 5 years. She fights a Thanos that doesn't even know who she is because he's not the Thanos that did it. He's a past Thanos. A lot of layers there. And then she goes and creates the Hex because she found out that he bought her. Because when I was watching the episode, I thought they both bought it for themselves, but it turns out he actually bought that land for her, for them to live together. And she broke, and then she created the Hex. She created him through the Mind Stone that enhanced her abilities. So yeah, Wanda, Vision, the twins, Quicksilver, Monica versus Agatha and White Vision. Maybe. I don't know. Do you think the children will survive towards the end? Well, if they do, Young Avengers is being set up because they already have Kate Bishop, and they already have Ant-Man's daughter. I forget her name off the top of my head. It's going to be in Quantumania. They recasted her, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for leaving your comments. It really means a lot. And once again, I'm not trying to harp on you guys, but if you want to make sure your questions and comments are read, Super Chat's the best way to go about that because there's 50 of you guys in here and you're commenting a lot of stuff, and it's hard to keep up with everything. If I was to sit here and answer every single thing, it would take me a long ass time. So if you want to make sure your comments or questions are answered, make sure you Super Chat in. That would really that would help me. That would support the channel, but also make sure that I get to read your thing because there's a lot of stuff I'm missing, unfortunately, due to this. But I'm trying to click on different people as much as I can, but I can't promise I'll click on yours, unfortunately, because there's so much stuff passing by as I'm talking. Wanda's magic exploding while she grieves. The Vision is reminiscent of what happened to her in Age of Ultron. That's what I brought in my reaction. I brought that up in my reaction. I was like, I feel like this is... It's more insane than Age of Ultron when Pietro died, but this... I think it was meant to look like the same thing. She was destroyed. Her brother, the only person she had left. Shut computer. The only person she had left, and he dies, trying to save the world, trying to stop Ultron. And then she comes to find out that the thing that she loves the most, outside of her brother, Vision, bought her land and had a house they were going to build together to grow old in. It was over. It's all from pain. It's all from pain. And also it's chaos magic. Like Agatha said, chaos magic. Okay. That's what this is. She was trying to figure out the whole episode how you're able to do this. Well, now they know. If Billy and Tommy don't survive for some reason, I think they will. I think they might survive. I don't know, but I think they might survive. Because, that's setting up Young Avengers. And apparently it's been rumored for a while. They're developing a Young Avengers movie. You kind of need them in the mix. Thank you so much, Daniel, for the super chat. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Hello. What Marvel characters do you think Zack Snyder should make a movie out? What are your thoughts on the Batwoman so far? Oh, okay. Well, outside of the WandaVision stuff, but it's okay because you sent a super chat in, so I will give an exception here because I'm talking about WandaVision specifically. But Zack Snyder, I don't know. I don't know what he could do. I think it'd be an individual film, but I don't know. I wouldn't give him a team with me. Ooh, Alpha Flight might be interesting. Maybe. I don't know. I would feel like it had to be a dark character. I might give him a Elseworlds film, Marvel Zombies, because Army of the Dead looks interesting. Maybe Marvel Zombies. Maybe. I'm not caught up on Batwoman, unfortunately. I haven't seen episode 5, and I'm honestly not really looking too forward. I mean, I was invested to an extent, but I kind of just, it's not really like connecting to the point where like I have to watch it now because I'm literally a week behind because I haven't seen episode 5 and episode 6 airs in a couple hours, and I still haven't seen episode 5 yet. So that should tell you, unfortunately, but I'm sorry about that. Do you think Mephisto is the next villain for Phase 4? I mean, I've been wondering who is going to be the villain for Phase 4. I think they might start setting up Galactus, though. Not saying Galactus is going to be the villain of the next phase or Phase 4. I'm just saying I think how they set up Thanos as in at the end of Avengers, then of course in Guardians of the Galaxy, Age of Ultron, and the post credit or whatever, or in the mid credit, whatever it was. I think it was post credit. And then they were slowly setting up Thanos. I feel like they're going to start slowly setting up Galactus. If Fantastic Four is coming in a couple of years, X-Men is around that corner or something like that, or those characters are coming, the mutants, Galactus has to be. I'm thinking Galactus. I could be wrong, but I mean, if you want to set up a villain in Phase 6, because Phase 1, 2, and 3, and the end of 3 was Thanos, 4, 5, and 6 setting up to Galactus. You can have other villains in the mix in Avengers, but like I'm saying, Galactus should be the next thing. Where do you go from Galactus? I have no idea. I could be wrong. What has been your favorite and least favorite? I think least favorite, I don't know. Maybe the first episode, just because it was 95% strictly sitcom and little tidbits of breaking where Vision has to help hurt his boss from choking. And then you see the sword logo as Darcy is watching the episode. That's clearly Darcy. I think it's Darcy. And yeah, so maybe that might be my least favorite. But it's a good setup because of her creating this reality and shit. So in the context of it all, but still least. Favorite might be this last episode 8, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, they've all been really good for the most part in terms of what they're trying to do in terms of the context of the story. But I mean, episode 8 really dove into some really intense stuff, and I loved it. Let's see. Do you think we see Lois and Lana become Superwoman in the comics? Oh, we're completely off WandaVision here. Sorry about that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyways, sorry about that. I'm trying to stick with WandaVision as much as I possibly can. I mean, if you want to ask something off topic, then go right ahead. But I'm trying to stick with WandaVision as much as I can because we're specifically talking about WandaVision in this stream. Beyonder could be the next bit back of the MCU, the whole concept of the multiverse. I mean, yes. I mean, because I don't know. Because they brought the Nexus 2 in WandaVision. I found a way to tie it in with your multiverse question. Because the Nexus is the way to get into the multiverse. So why they have that Nexus commercial, I'm saying Netflix Nexus commercial, I don't know, but there's a reason why they had it. It's sad how Wanda was pretty much the Avengers that suffered the most loss. Thor did lose a lot, but at least he had friends to go back to, Valkyrie, Korg, and Meek, and the Guardians. Wanda had no one. Yep. You would have thought that, because there was a little bit of a, I think, was it, you guys might remember, Endgame, I think she was talking to Hawkeye. I think it was her and Hawkeye talking at one point. Wonder why she didn't try to talk to him a little bit. I mean, I think her main thing was to go to Sword and say, can I have freaking Vision's body so I can bury him? Maybe she really had no one to go to. Maybe. Do you think you mean Wanda's going to go crazy? Maybe. I think Vision's done. Vision's dead. I think Wanda will stop Agnes, save her kids, help Hex Vision fight White Vision. Then in order to defeat White Vision, Hex Vision sacrifices himself, then Wanda takes down the Hex. I don't know. I mean, the Hex could explode. Everyone's been talking about the Hex is going to have a ripple effect throughout the MCU. Whatever it may be. So we'll see. Make friends with Doctor Strange? That's not a bad idea. She needs to have friends. And it's unfortunate they killed Vision. They took him out. But at the same time, it is a big moment for her character. You got to have her. You got to have characters not exactly. They can't always win. If your character is always getting out of situations or is never truly scarred and hurt and broken at any given point, then I feel like your character, something needs to happen. You know, if a character never goes through any struggles, why? Like, why are they not? They should have to some extent, yes. Do you like Darcy in WandaVision? I like her more in WandaVision, honestly. I do. Do you think because it seems like the Mind Stone helped unlock Wanda's powers that she already had, and Monica had powers become unlocked, do you think the Hex will be responsible for creating mutants? I brought this up. What is this little thing? I don't know what that was. I just saw like a little thing pop up there. I actually brought this up in my theory video I'm going to be uploading in the next day or so. I have a theory video coming out of 5 theories about the finale of WandaVision, what I think is going to happen. I brought this up about how Photon was created. Monica is now Photon. What's going to happen with the Hex? Like I don't know. I think some other characters might be created because of the Hex situation. We'll see. I think Wanda will become the true Scarlet Witch towards the end of the show, just like in the figure that she saw in when she was touching the Mind Stone. Yes, I agree, Carla. I do believe that's going to happen. I think it's a foregone conclusion, but I think what's most interesting is that it's considered a mantle, and it's like and someone had brought this up earlier, it's a prophecy that she was meant to become the Scarlet Witch. And the fact that Scarlet Witch is not a mutant. Scarlet Witch is a witch. She's a witch. She has no mutant ability. As far as we know, she's not a mutant. They could obviously rework that and say that the man who died, who she thought was her father, is actually not Magneto. Like, Magneto is her father, but the man who she thought was her dad wasn't actually her dad. They could go that route. I don't think they would, but they could go that route. We'll have to wait and see. I doubt that Hawkeye, who Wanda had some kind of connection, would have any kind of pull with sword. He wouldn't. I'm not saying he would have helped with getting Vision's body. I'm saying she could have went to him to talk to him about anything, but I don't think she went to anybody besides just trying to get Vision's body back to bury him. I think the Hex creating mutants and therefore X-Men will break comics canon too much. I'm not saying that it's going to create mutants. I'm thinking the Hex might just create certain people with abilities that are basically out of this world. That's really insane. Like, where it would have never happened like that. I don't know. I would put out a theory, but I've already been wrong several times. And that's the thing, man. Theories, you put out a theory, who knows? See, I think Agatha Harkness is definitely a really good villain. I think that they've done a really good job at having her, even though a lot of people guessed who she was Agatha early on, at least they kept it going for quite some time. It wasn't like as soon as people started theorizing, is she Agatha? And then like the next episode, they reveal she's Agatha. But they really held out. They wanted to make sure you guys and everybody were like, is she Agatha? I think she's Agatha. Well, they're not revealing it. They keep holding out. But they finally revealed it. What if Wanda and Pietro were adopted? That actually may explain why. That may explain some things. Maybe. She never said that, but they might have been too young to know. They might have been so young, they were not even told they were adopted. That would be interesting. That would be a way to tie in that, yes, Scarlet Witch, but also her dad's a mutant. Magneto gave her up. That would explain some things. Now, Panther's got a good point here. Best song she has the best song. It was Agatha all along. Agatha all along. So good. When Agatha tells Wanda that her thoughts aren't available to her, this connects to why Billigan said Agatha was quiet in episode 7. This is also why I nod to Billy having some powers to Wanda. Yes, actually, that is a good point. Because, I didn't even think about that, but as I was reading your thing, I'm like, oh, maybe because he did say, yeah, you're quiet. So that was kind of hinting within the episode, you're going to find out who this person is. And Wanda's going to try to see into her mind, and it'll work. This kind of ties into the MCU in general. I don't think Black Widow. I think Black Widow has some sort of connection to certain things in terms of what's happening in the future of the MCU, but I don't think it was really going to be It seems like the WandaVision thing has no real like ramifications that Black Widow couldn't come out at this point. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come out Disney Plus premiere. I mean, it would be nice, but I don't know what they're doing with that. I think Billy could eventually be almost as powerful as Wanda if he and Tommy survives. I agree. It's possible. We'll have to wait and see. I keep saying we'll have to wait and see because it's like we don't know the extent of the hex and what stays, because were those babies that she pulled and created, were those kids within the hex? Because I mean, at one point, Jimmy says, "Well, who are the kids? Well, we haven't identified them yet." So maybe she actually really created them, and if they're not within the hex, they're not kids from within the hex. I don't know. See, I wonder how Wanda and Hex Vision defeats White Vision. And hopefully we see what's going on with Monica and Hayward too. I mean, yeah. I mean, Monica. Last we saw Monica with fake Pietro, or they call him Pietro, fake Pietro. I mean, there's a lot of things they have to wrap up. That's the thing. We were like only 50 minutes, which means about 40-ish minutes of actual episode, and then the rest is credits. They better be doing something because they have a lot of things to wrap up. A lot of things they have to yet finish. So hopefully they end on a good note. We'll see. My favorite intro is episode 2, and the lyrics are just, just WandaVision, WandaVision, WandaVision. Wait, is that the same one? Let me see. Let me pull this up, actually. WandaVision in sitcom intros. All WandaVision openings. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. WandaVision. 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 Dun 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 dun. We hope the MCU train makes it to the Young Avengers. We already have Kate, Cassie, Billy, and Tommy and Cannon. So just saying that would be a quick. I mean, I think it's going to be an actual film. I don't think it's going to be a Disney Plus show. I think it's going to be a film. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think what I've been hearing is that they're actually developing a Young Avengers movie. So we'll have to wait and see if Billy and Tommy survive the hex. Maybe. I think they will. We're definitely getting a few cliffhangers for some future. Yeah, I do believe we'll have some cliffhangers, a couple of big moments to continue, like in Spider-Man No Way Home, potentially, Doctor Strange the Multiverse of Madness, but they have to find a way to wrap up some of this stuff. They can't just leave it all hanging, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in the finale. Young Avengers is highly likely. You just see all the MCU TV shows are converging to form the Young Avengers. I mean, they really are. I mean, they're setting up certain characters. Did you notice episode 8 didn't have a standby? It didn't have a please stand by? It didn't? Let me see. Starting to yawn. Should have slept more, honestly. Let me go to Disney Plus. Let me look this up. Did episode 8 did not have a standby? I want to see that. Or a please stand by. Turn down the volume. Let's see. Vision. This whole little life you made. This is chaos magic, Wanda. Chaos magic. That makes you Scarlet Witch. There is no please stand by. That's interesting. There wasn't a please stand by. Huh. That's intriguing. I gotta do something real quick. I forgot to do this for this. I don't know what that was. I just saw something. What the hell was that? WandaVision, WandaVision, bling, WandaVision, dun 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 dun. If this thing will load, there it goes. Saving that real quick. Hold on. I forgot to do something. Okay. What does that mean? But why is it asking me to do that? I don't know. Please stand by is the super villain confirmed. Ooh. Please stand by. Yeah, episode 2 intro is now stuck in my head. Apologies. Do you think Reed Richards will show up? I don't think he will. I mean, they have been hinting at like, well, there's somebody. Could it be Mr. Fantastic? Nah. Be too soon. Because I feel like they were writing the show around the time when Disney bought Fox anyway, so I don't think they would have included Reed Richards just because. I could be wrong. I don't think so. No. Strange to show up pissed off. Yeah, I think Strange is going to be mad. I think Strange is going to be like, what are you doing with this hex? What are you doing with this hex? What are you doing? You crazy? You crazy? Yeah, you are. Jesus. Insane. I don't know, man. Let's see. Sword just should have just had Monica Rambeau as the new director because Tyler Haywood really has proven something. Exactly. I mean, he's a coward. Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't know, but she was gone though. So I mean, they had to hire somebody before she came back. So that's what it is. What the fuck did you do? That's how they do it. What the fuck did you do, Wanda? When do you think the Fantastic Four will be introduced? Not 2028. No, that's way too far away. They didn't have the Fox rights till after they filmed? Interesting. I didn't know that. Do you think Tyler Haywood is afraid of superheroes? That's why he stole Vision to use them as a weapon. This may be a thing. I mean, people are theorizing who Hayward actually is. Is Hayward not actually Hayward? Is Hayward somebody else? Is he a Skrull? I mean, oh, is he a Skrull? Could he be? Who knows? We don't know, but maybe Hayward's somebody we're not even aware of. I don't know. I think Agatha's bunny is his son. Is her son, you mean? Because you refer to the bunny as Senior Scratchy. They didn't have the rights during the filming. Why did they use Scarlet Witch's name? Well, it had been talked about for a while that the thinking was that Scarlet Witch was copyrighted by not Fox, but something else. Maybe that was never true, and maybe it was just something people thought of because they never used the name. But maybe the reason why they never used the name is that they were building up to this moment, or some sort of way they were building up to the moment of her becoming the Scarlet Witch, that Wanda was become the Scarlet Witch. Nick Fury is the director of Sword. What if he is? What if he shows up? What if freaking Nick Fury shows up? I didn't think about that. What if Nick Fury shows up? Do you think WandaVision will be popular? I mean, it's really popular. I don't know how popular it is on the service, but here's the thing. The Mandalorian, from what I understand, I don't know if this... Okay, do you guys remember within Season 1 or Season 2 of Mandalorian, when the episodes would be put on the service, did Disney Plus ever break? Did Disney Plus ever have any technical issues because of people running to the site as soon as the episode drops to watch it? Have they ever had that with Mandalorian? That's a good question, because if they haven't, WandaVision's had that more than once, where the episode drops at whatever time it drops, I think 3 a.m. over here. So many people are running to the site to try to watch it that the site crashes, that Disney Plus crashes, and it's not able to handle everybody trying to watch WandaVision. So if Mandalorian has never had that issue, that should tell you how popular WandaVision is, because they're breaking the site. I remember when they first launched the first 3 episodes of Young Justice Season 3 on DC Universe, a smaller site, but comparison. Young Justice Season 3, the first 3 episodes put on the service at the same time. As soon as they did, everybody ran to the service to watch them, and the app crashed. So, I think the Fantastic Four is very far off. Yeah, they announced it, but I don't see them doing Fantastic Four until 2024, 2025. That's more in line, maybe. Never had technical issues. I don't know about people. Well, I mean, it's weird. It seems like certain people can bypass the issues, and other people have issues trying to get in. I guess it depends on how fast you're in it. I don't know. Would you watch Black Widow if it were $10, $15 rent on Disney Plus Premier Access? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. thank you guys so much for checking out the stream, guys. 56 you guys in here. Thank you so much. Trying to add more content to the channel. That's why I did this live stream today to talk with you guys, and trying to bring more variety and just more content in general to the channel, because I'm trying to do more of this when I can, not like all the time, but like I want to do more. And your support means a lot to me, guys. You liking the videos, watching the videos, and the times when you got, some of you do super chat and all that, or go to Patreon to support me there. That means a lot to me, because at the end of the day, a lot of this there goes the flickering. But I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me. It really means a lot to me. It really does. Whether you like the videos, comment, you subscribed, of course, and if you super chat or support me on Patreon, that means a lot to me as well. That means the world to me, actually, because you're supporting me on another level than just liking or commenting, which it's all great. And I want to thank you so much. And I hope you guys are doing well during these crazy times. But I'm sorry I'm taking a little moment here, but I just keep thinking about how much it means to me that you guys support me. It really does. Because I wouldn't be here doing this right now if it wasn't for you guys. I wouldn't be here. I would definitely not be doing this as much as I am. But I love doing what I'm doing. And so you guys supporting and watching the live streams here, or the videos and all that kind of stuff, it means a lot. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. I love your live chat and session chainsaw. Apologies I wouldn't super chat my current situation. Well, thank you so much, Jimmy, for at least watching. It means a lot to me, man. I understand. I'm not demanding super chats. I'm not one of those people that are going to demand you to send me money to support me. But if you are, that's fantastic. But you just being here, commenting, interacting with the videos, and hearing this live stream, talking or chatting and having a good time talking about WandaVision, that's awesome. To me, that's fantastic. And Super Ninja, thank you so much for mentioning this, man. Yeah, I'm so happy with my name change. I sent some legal paperwork and crap into the Social Security office, getting the Social Security card. So hopefully that'll be all figured out. And then the DMV's next, and then everything else pretty much. Changed my name. So I'm really excited about that. It means a lot to us. You were reacting over these years. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, but I'm going to continue to do it as much as I can. And there's a lot of stuff I can do more for the channel when I find the time. So, expect more videos covering news, and definitely have some other stuff I'm looking at in terms of reactions, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Knoxwave, I hope I do. I like this comment. I have a theory. Kraven the Hunter is a multiverse hunter that travels across the multiverse to kill Spider-Man. That's one of the connections of WandaVision and No Way Home. Again, just a theory. I like this section. I like this a lot. I like this a lot, actually. Holy crap. That's a good... He's a hunter, but he's a multiverse hunter. That even adds more depth to that. Holy crap. Congrats on your name change, as you now related to... No, I'm not related to Reba McEntire. Now, the name is pronounced the same. The spelling is different. My spelling and her spelling of her last name is different. So no, we are not related. Even though my grandfather, who of course that's the person I'm changing my name to, is my grandfather. What is up with this? Connections, I say, well, if you're in a Wi-Fi, try plugging your router or moving closer to it. Unfortunate. I think we're still good though. I think we're still good on terms of the connection and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, my grandpa keeps saying that he's related to Reba McEntire, even though the spelling is completely different, and they've never met, I don't think. So, amazing. It is. 3 years? Thank you so much for forming 3 years. I have watched you grow your channel. I'm looking forward to how big it is in 10. Well, I hope I'm still around in 10 years. I don't know if I will be, but thank you so much for that. Thank you. Are you still watching Battle Season 2? I think what I might be doing is I might end up starting just reviewing the episodes, because it seems like less and less people are actually interested in reactions to the show. And what I want to do is I want to try to find things that I can do more things to the channel. That means kind of cutting areas. Because see, I have a full-time job. And I also have Patreon to think about too. So maybe adding more content to Patreon. But the full-time job is what's really holding me back. If I didn't have the full-time job, you guys would be seeing a lot more content from me, because I'd be able to do it because I'd have the time. But I don't have that much free time. But I'm looking at ways I can do more content. So yeah, that's that's something. So I may end up just reviewing Batwoman and maybe reacting to certain shows. I'm not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, my grandpa's so damn funny. When I called and told him that I had changed my last name, he lost his mind. He couldn't believe it. He's like, "That's a huge honor." I'm like, "Well, of course. You know, you raised me more than my father actually did, so that means a lot to me." But yeah, I'm glad I changed my name. Why do okay? Yeah, why do people want just Momo to play Kraven the Hunter? I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. He could do it. Theory post-credit scene of WandaVision will take place during the mid-credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home. Wanda will cut off Spider-Man's what the fuck. Yeah, Wanda will cut him off. Shut up. Hey man, how are you doing? Pretty good, man. Thank you for asking. Thank you. The hype level of WandaVision tonight is so huge, so much could happen. Exactly. So much. And like people are thinking, like, are they gonna do like an hour episode? It's like 50 minutes. So we'll see. Do you think Mephisto will show up in the finale? I mean, I believe people were talking about this earlier, Zeke. But Mephisto, Nightmare, it's really all possibility. Who knows? Evan Peters' character, it was all a manifestation created by Agatha. It's not Pietro from the Fox universe, nothing. They casted him because they knew it was going to really make people go, what the fuck? So, I think Monica, Wanda, Vision, the kids, and Darcy are going to be fighting Tyler, Agatha in the final battle. We'll see. I mean, Hayward, you mean like White Vision. It's crazy to think how far the show's come. It's been one heck of a journey. I can't wait to tear bend. I mean, an insane journey for sure. I mean, if you guys remember, there was a lot of people shitting on this show from the first 2 episodes going, this is nothing, man. What the fuck is this? And then by episode 4, holy fuck, this was good. I just saw that, Cole. I don't like it, but it's an interesting. I've never heard it. I've never heard that theory, but that is a theory, Cole. Cole, I've never heard that. Never heard that, but that is a good theory. Gabriel, thank you. I've been watching your Flash reaction. I really enjoy your channel. Are you excited for the new season? Yes, we are. I know it's off topic. It's okay, Gabriel. At the same time, you know, it is what it is. We're here chilling. But yeah, we're excited. Me and the Ghost are excited. And trust me, Zeke, I am going to review the Snyder Cut. Don't you worry. A review will be coming of the Snyder Cut. Don't you worry. She said it was a possession, so he wasn't just a construct. Oh, yeah, she said it was a possession. Oh, well, I don't know. I thought she said manifestation. I don't know. William, good point. It's going to end badly. It's going to end badly. The show was never meant to be a good ending, especially how it ties into Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness, the multiverse. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Mephisto might be the villain. I mean, people were theorizing Mephisto was going to be the villain for Doctor Strange 1. So, I mean, people have been waiting for Mephisto. Yeah, Pietro or Fietro is a golem being Agnes's eyes and ears, as she stated in episode. I mean, that's what it was. No, she said. I think she said that in episode 8. I think she said the last episode. Regardless, I've been high on your reaction colleges, bitch. Zeke, I hear you, man. I think the ads in WandaVision are nightmares. When you look at all of them, maybe expect the Nexus or Wanda's dark past. Why would you create those when Hexes hurt? Exactly. I don't know. I mean, that's a good point, though. What if the ads are nightmares she's having when she's sleeping in the Hex? I mean, that would be interesting theory, Cole. What if Ghost Rider shows up? That's something. Are you going to do a 4-hour reaction to this? No. Now, I haven't really thought about this. I may react to the Snyder Cut in parts. I don't know, because I don't know if I can sit through a 4-hour thing, especially I think I'd have to work that day, so I don't think I can, but I may end up reacting to the thing itself and then heavily editing it down, putting out a review after I've watched it, and then maybe put out like a reaction of some small tidbits. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see, because I definitely don't want to do like a crazy thing where I have a bunch of footage, because obviously it's going to get blocked, but obviously I don't want to put up a bunch of footage on YouTube when people need to watch on HBO Max. People need to support on HBO Max. So, what if Daisy Johnson shows up on WandaVision? That'd be interesting. Quake shows up. Episode 9 is about to be the most cinematic TV episode in history. I hope it will be. I hope. The rabbit is Magneto. I don't think so, but that's a good point. I know it's not about WandaVision, but so happy for Michael and Brian for creating their own Avatar studios. Oh, exactly. That's very exciting. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm just hoping for any stories with new avatars, new characters. Give me all of it. And Panther King, you should know this by now. Yes, sir, I will. Disney Plus is offering a lot of amazing content, and I'm able to react to it and upload them with no issues. Now, the only thing is, of course, I have to do some transparency in the footage and add a logo over it, but at the same time, they're allowing me to react to the show. You know, Warner Bros. Television, they're not so lenient. I mean, they're kind of more strict. But with Disney Plus, we have a lot of amazing things coming, and yeah, I'm going to be covering all of this stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be covering all the Disney Plus stuff for the most part. I mean, I don't see myself not reacting to any show because I want to talk about these shows. I want to watch them. Now, obviously, if a show's not keeping me interested, I'll stop reacting to it. But if WandaVision's setting a bar, they better reach that bar to a certain extent. I've heard this finale will use more CG in the Avengers Endgame. Where'd you get that from? What's your source, sir? What's your source? Who do you think will be the cameo in the finale? Me. I don't know. Zack Snyder talks about a female hero. Who do you think the hero is? What do you mean a female hero? What are you talking about? One of the Eternals showing up? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. Could be wrong. Since Wanda hasn't been a mutant in the comics for almost the last decade, it feels like the MCU isn't making her a mutant, just saying she was born with chaos magic. Well, I don't think they're saying that she was born with it. Because, I mean, Agatha theorized that she used the hex spell on the bomb to not go off, but she said, no, it was defective. So she wasn't a witch when she was a kid. Or at least we don't think. It wasn't confirmed. They weren't saying it was confirmed that she did a spell on the bomb. She said it was defective and that it wasn't any powers. I think it was the experimenting on them within Hydra that gave them their different abilities. I think that's what they're sticking with. But it sounds like Wanda was always a part of what someone had mentioned earlier, a prophecy to become Scarlet Witch. We'll see. But that was really interesting. Kit Harington shows up. Kit Harington. And he shows up in his Game of Thrones wardrobe. This Disney Plus content coming is a really good thing for your channel. I mean, it really is. I think so as well. I mean, just in general, we're getting a good shows. Like, at the end of the day, we're getting good shows. We're getting some really good stuff here. We've had the last season of the Clone Wars, besides those 4 episodes of those sisters that was complete crap. The first thing with the Bad Batch, pretty interesting, but that last 4 episodes with Maul and Order 66, holy shit. And then, of course, we had The Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2. Now we have WandaVision. People are really excited, and there's a lot of people talking about The Falcon Winter Soldier. And, of course, we have Loki coming up. We have a lot of good stuff coming. Hawkeye's currently filming. Ms. Marvel's currently filming. They're about to start shooting She-Hulk in a little bit. Moon Knight's about to start production, too. Holy fuck. We have a lot of stuff to look forward to. I am Mephisto. You figured it out. I am Mephisto. I am Mephisto. I'm freaking Mephisto. That's how Mephisto talks. I'm fucking Mephisto. I'm freaking Mephisto. Loki will release in June 11th. The Bad Batch will release May 4th. Yeah. I think I might be. I think the Bad Batch and Loki. I'll definitely check those out. I don't know if I'll react to all of the Bad Batch. I'll see. I'll see about that. But maybe I will, because I'm curious for more Star Wars content, so why not? Monsters at Work, I may react to that show. I don't know. Or maybe me and the Ghost might react to it, because I think it's Monsters Inc., so who knows? But regardless, we have amazing stuff coming to Disney Plus this year. A lot of stuff coming. Wolverine and WandaVision sounds impossible. I mean, anything's possible at this point. We'll see. What if the rabbit is Tobey What if the rabbit is Tobey Maguire, who's also Chainsaw Reacts, who's also Mephisto, who's introduced to mutants in the Fantastic Four? They figured it out. Why are you fucking spoiling the shit? I love Agatha Harkness. Fantastic. What do you think about Hayden Christensen return to Obi-Wan Kenobi show? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now I think that Kang the Conqueror will be the Phase 4. I mean, yeah, Kang is showing up in Quantumania. So, if anything goes according to plan, Marvel's releasing 9 stuff this year alone. It took them 5 years to release 9 movies after Iron Man 1. Exactly. But I mean, then again, it's like, I'll tell you this. When Black Widow comes out, I'm going to try my best to watch it in theaters. Hopefully they'll put it in Disney Premier Plus access so I can watch it. We'll have to wait and see. But what I may end up doing, and I don't know, my guess, if it's going to Disney Premier access, can't react to it. I'm guessing I won't be able to react to it. But I might be doing an audio reaction where I'm sitting at home reacting to it, because my theaters in my area are still not open. From what I can remember, I don't think my theaters are open yet in my area. So if they do add it to Disney Plus Premiere Access, I might just do an audio reaction like Avengers Endgame and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, where I can still record my reaction as an audio, but still I can still react to it in a sense, because I don't think I can upload footage from that movie to YouTube from Disney Plus Premiere, because, I mean, you have to pay to watch it. So, yeah. Let's see. What's your position on Agatha? Does she want to actually help Wanda with her magic or take it from her? I don't know. Don't know. And thank you guys so much for commenting and stuff. Once again, I'll say it again, not trying to harp and say, you know, if you want to make sure your questions or comments are read, a super chat is the best way to go, because there's a lot of you guys commenting, and it's hard to keep up with everything. Apologies. But I think she wants to learn how before she wanted to learn how Wanda created the hexes. I think she wants to do that herself or something like that. But once she realizes it's chaos magic and that she's the Scarlet Witch, she's going to become the Scarlet Witch. Maybe she's afraid of her. Maybe Agatha is actually terrified of Wanda because the fact that she had no idea to what extent how Wanda did this. So once she realized Wanda basically enhanced her abilities with the Mind Stone, created the hex, created vision from within herself, Agatha thought that maybe Wanda did some sort of spell. No, it was all from her pain, all from within her. It wasn't a spell that she made that made the hex. So I feel like that Agatha's actually scared of Wanda. I don't think she wants to be around Wanda. I don't know. I feel like they'll eventually have to release Black Widow, regardless of what's happening. They'll have to eventually put it out, because that movie has been sitting for over a year at this point. No, actually not over a year, but it's been sitting for quite some time. They have to put it out there. And see, this actually brought up earlier. Yes, I do believe James Spader, the voice of Ultron, will be the voice of White Vision, because there's a reason why they didn't show him talking. If Vision had the same voice, if White Vision had the same voice as Vision, you would have heard him talk in that mid-credit scene. You would have heard him speak. He didn't. I think that is leading towards a thing of where, yeah, he is. It's another voice. I don't know. Think about it too. The voice of Vision was a mixture of Ultron's creation and Jarvis. Okay? Think about this. It seems all the color and everything a part of that body is completely gone. White Vision. The Jarvis aspect seems like it's gone. I think the voice is going to be Ultron, because that Ultron was trying to create the body to then put himself in that body. So it seems like to me we're going to be... This is Rob too. Hayward is Ultron. I see this thing too. Hayward is actually Ultron. We'll see. Yes, I mean, they've already been teasing the suit several different ways, through the posters, through that glimpse in episode 8. We'll see. Wanda and Pietro's parents are actually their adopted parents. I mean, that was brought up earlier too, Cole, is that what if they're actually adopted? I mean, it does sound crazy, but at the same time, I mean, they may have been too young to know they were adopted. So to her, that was her parents that died. Adoptive parents completely flips the script. Still would actually be damaging for her, but still. Everyone's theorizing Hayward is somebody he's not. Everybody's theorizing that. James Spader or James? Who are you trying to say who the villain is? Some people think that the reason why we're getting Multiverse of Madness is because Warner Brothers is doing Flash Multiverse. I don't think that's it at all. No, I don't think that. No. Hayward is the ghost. I mean, yeah. And Rip the Eaten Bird, exactly. Rip the Eaten Bird. Exactly. Rip. What if Ralph actually is dead and Agatha wants to bring him? No. Okay, she killed Sparky to see if Wanda can bring him back. I mean, that's a good point too. What if? I don't know. That's a good point, though. Ralph is actually dead. If Ralph's dead, then Ralph's not the bunny. I don't know. What if Wanda and Pietro's grandfather's Magneto? I mean, that'd make him really old, though. So you gotta be careful. They keep bringing up Ultron, so it's likely he might come back. I mean, I don't think Ultron's actually gone. I don't think he's actually dead. I think he's still around. He's chilling. He's chilling like a villain, you know? That's what Ultron does for fun. You know, for fun. I don't think Ultron's dead. I don't think so. I don't think it's that deep. Agatha is the villain, full stop. I don't think they're using Mephisto or Nightmare because China doesn't like devil imagery. Well, it has nothing to do with... I don't think China has to deal with the storytelling. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's it at all. Because those characters have to be used at some point. Marvel and DC secretly planning a crossover 2030. WandaVision episode 8 was gosh darn amazing. Agatha said chaos magic. Chaos magic is in the MCU. And her being called WandaVision. Oh, not Wanda. Scarlet Witch. WandaVision. Yet Ultron is always known to return. What if should be a segment for what if the other half got snapped? That would be an interesting thing. What if the other half got snapped out of existence? What if? Interesting. What if? Is Ultron's AI still roaming around? I mean, maybe. That's a good point. I don't know. Is it? Nightmare was confirmed as the villain for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness a year ago. Was he confirmed? By who? I guess it says on Ultron never dies. He's the Avengers' arch enemy after all. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's Ultron. You're talking about a sentient robot. You're telling me that he's truly dead. But then again, why would he wait this long to return? I don't think Agatha's actually going to die, though. I don't believe Agatha will. I think Agatha's going to be sticking around. I don't know. Let's see. Pietro is someone else. I don't know who, but someone else spying on Wanda, pretending to be a recast. No, I mean, Pietro, they said that Pietro was being controlled by Agatha. So, I don't think so. Let's see. I'm hyped for the What If show too. I am. Yeah, I am. It's crazy how Kevin Feige was able to make lesser known characters like Scarlet Witch and Vision and make them super popular. I mean, that's Feige for you. When I saw the WandaVision trailers, I was like, I'm not going to like this show, and now it's one of my favorite shows I look forward to every week. They pulled it off. They did. They did, man. They sure did. Sure did. Will Billy and Tommy be in the Young Avengers? If they're alive. I mean, yeah, that fight too, but I was clicking on that thing popped up. But yes, I do believe Billy and Tommy will be in the Young Avengers. If they survive the Hex. What if the What If is actually canon in the MC Multiverse? I think it actually is. I think that's probably why What If is not coming. I mean, I think What If is coming out this year, isn't it? Maybe. Is it coming out this year? I don't know. It might be. Let's see. They should make an episode on What If about what if Wanda was the Sorcerer Supreme. Ooh. That'd be intriguing. Sorcerer Supreme. So she's not the Scarlet Witch, she's Doctor Strange. Imagine if Patrick shows up, but he's wearing a Star Trek uniform without the logos. Okay. 68 people. Exactly. We have 68 people, around 66, 64. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up and supporting. Thank you guys so much for commenting and giving support. Thank you so much to the people who have super chatted it in. Your comments and questions means a lot supporting the channel. It means a lot supporting me. Because doing this, it's fun, but at the same time, it's time and work and everything. But thank you guys so much for supporting and being here and all that. So Wanda didn't intentionally create the Hex. I mean, she did lose control. I mean, that is a good point. She lost control. Okay, like that's how it is. She wasn't like intentionally, let's create Vision, let's create this reality of sitcom. But it just happened out of emotion. It happened out of a breaking of the soul, broken heart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she wasn't planning on doing this. When they mention WandaVision on Ellen DeGeneres' show, it's really popular. A lot of these actors are going on different shows. So yeah, I mean, they're going to talk about the show. And it is what it is. Who was new Match 69 in-game? It was Agatha all along. It was Agatha all along. We'll have to see about this, but I mean, Chris Evans may be showing up. Who knows? I think a good what-if story would be a bad Captain America. So, Hydra Cap? What if Wanda killed the Avengers? I mean, she could do it. I mean, she almost single-handedly killed Thanos in Endgame. Yeah, Doctor Strange 2, from what I'm hearing, is going to have a lot of cameos. I'm hearing a lot of cameos are going to be popping up in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Pietro will betray Agatha. Possibly. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to be winding down in the next couple of minutes, so make sure you send in your questions, your super chats, whatever. I want to, don't want to stay on here for too long, but thank you guys so much for coming to support, and I hope to do more live streams when I can, just in general live streams and specific ones like this, where we went off the topic a little bit, but at the same time, we're keeping up with all that. I mean, Sherry already tried to help Vision before in Infinity War, and that really didn't work out too well. I mean, yeah, Markson, it sounds like it's going to be about 50 minutes long. Yeah. So, yeah. So winding down the next couple of minutes, guys. Ooh, Candergraphs, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Canada. So I'm going to say hi since I don't watch WandaVision. Praise Bebo. Well, thank you so much for the praise Bebo, I guess. But thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me, sir. But thank you for stopping by. And I always love reading your tweets whenever you get really pissed off and annoyed at stuff. It's funny because I just love how you just get, you're really good at basically putting your point out there, but also just being a complete ass, which is, fantastic because that's you. That's Canada all the way. Oh, man. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. But thank you so much, Canada, for the super chat, man. It means a lot. Thank you so much. I don't think Tom Holland's done with the MCU either, man. I don't think so, Super Ninja. I don't know. I'm hyped for Flash Season 7 Tuesday. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm honestly looking more forward to after we get past what they would have wrapped up in Season 6. I want to see what happens after. Special cameos, Tobey Maguire. It's actually me. But thank you. I mean, I am Mephisto, Magneto, Nightmare. I'm the new Batwoman in Season 3 of Batwoman. They cast me for new Batwoman. I'm going to have the beard and everything. It's going to be fantastic. I'm also going to be casted as the new Doctor Strange after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm replacing Benedict Cumberbatch because he wants to move on to other projects. So I'm playing Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange 3 and the next Avengers film after Young Avengers and whenever that is. They're actually looking to cast me as Wolverine and, get this, and the Thing. So I have to wait and see on that. Fingers crossed I'll get all these roles that I'm really fighting for. I'm trying to get every single role ever made ever. So we'll see about that. I've also been talking with the CW about replacing Grant Gustin as the Flash for me as the Flash. We'll have to see what that happens there. Because if I was to become the Flash, major changes that happen in the show. They have to do a rework of the storylines. Because I just want the storylines to be about me reacting in the Flash suit for different stuff that's coming out, like trailers and stuff. So that would be the show. So there you go. Crisis, I hear you, man. I'm not that interested in Batwoman. I really love the Superman and Lois pilot. That was phenomenal. I really liked it. Yeah. So yeah. Which show are you most looking forward to see Diggle on? Superman and Lois, actually, because if he's a Green Lantern. So we'll see. I've heard they wanted to cast you as Bebo. I heard that. Could Vision and White Vision merge and create one Vision? Well, I mean, that was brought up several times in the stream already, and I think it's been pretty much discussed that it would kind of undermine his death in Infinity War if they were just to do that, just to fix it, because that was a big moment for her character. Imagine Luke Skywalker cameo was the hype for WandaVision. Yeah, Mark Hamill just shows up as Luke Skywalker again in WandaVision. I mean, his daughter becomes Wolverine in the comics. Or does she become Wolverine? Is that her name in the comics? But I know that he has a daughter at one point, and then she wears a costume just like his. So no. Definitely suspicious about the guy who played Grundy in Gotham playing the Thing. Nah, I don't see it. Yeah, they've already confirmed that he's yes. I mean, I'm going to watch Batwoman. I'm probably just going to review the show. I'm not going to react. Because I haven't seen episode 5, and that was last Sunday, and I still haven't seen it yet. Okay, she's called Wolverine in the comics. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a female Wolverine. I would rather have Logan in the MCU, and then we introduce his daughter, who becomes Wolverine too. Or maybe she takes up the mantle after him. Wonder Man. Maybe. Wanda's turning into Scarlet Witch, so she might be the villain. And she might be the villain. Yeah, she may. Multiverse of Madness, she might be. Maybe. I mean, everyone's talking about like her involvement in the film anyway, so her being the villain of it would be really crazy. Like insane crazy. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cole. Thank you so much, man. Tobey Maguire showing up would break the internet. It would be. What do you think of a black person playing Superman? Are you talking about like them wanting to reboot or bring a new Superman into the mix in the films? I have no issue with that. They have multiple versions of a Black Superman in the multiverse. Val-Zod. I forget the other one, but Val-Zod. But I mean, even if they want he's a Kryptonian. They've always just, in the comics, they just had Cal as white. Doesn't mean that Cal can't be black. So Kal-El could be black, African American, whatever word, I'm not trying to be negative here because get my point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. We need Bully Maguire to dance in episode 9. Exactly. Do you think Agatha will appear in the Multiverse of Madness? I don't think she's actually going to die. I don't think she will. I don't think she's going to die. So it is possible. It is possible that she'll be around. I would think if Agatha is actually still around after the events of WandaVision, like she doesn't die next episode, that maybe, because I've been theorizing that they're going to do a Scarlet Witch show. Just Scarlet Witch. Her being Scarlet Witch in a show, like kind of like a spinoff of WandaVision, but basically just by herself. There's no Vision in the mix. It's just her. Her or a film, a Scarlet Witch film, and Agatha Harkness is in that. We'll see. Nick Fury and Talos show up in the finale? Possibly. I don't want them to recast Spider-Man. I hope they kill them off and bring in Miles Morales. Ooh, Miles. House of M Easter egg. In the comics, Agatha is actually an ally. So maybe she will become an ally. Maybe. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, because right now she's like terrified of Wanda. I mean, there's been a ton of rumors of Daredevil showing up in all these different places. I feel a lot of people will be upset if Hugh Jackman doesn't play Wolverine. I mean, he won't. He's done. He's done with the role. So yeah. So there you have it, guys. That is the live stream. I think I'm gonna end it there. We've been an hour and 20 minutes in. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you so much to everyone who had super chatted in comments and questions and supporting the stream, and actually and to everybody, of course, showing up and watching and commenting and liking and all that kind of stuff. It means a lot. It helps the stream a lot. And thank you guys so much for supporting my channel in general, supporting the videos, subscribing, liking them, sharing them if you do. Thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me, and expect more content moving forward because I'm going to try my best to give you guys more content when I can. And yeah, so expect more, and I'll be here. So thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much for supporting the stream and checking out here and talking about WandaVision for the last hour, almost an hour and a half. And yeah, so can't wait for the finale. Hope you guys are excited for that. The next day or so, I'm going to be dropping a theory video on the season finale, the series finale, I guess, of WandaVision. I don't think it's going to be a season 2. But I'll be dropping within the next day or so a theory video talking about my 5 theories of how the finale is going to go down, different things I think that may end up doing. So make sure you check that out when it drops. And check out, of course, all the content on the channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope you guys are doing great. Anyways, I'll stop rambling now. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out, everybody. Peace out.